unyielding, resilient, the backbone of progress. These qualities define steel and the people at Linton Incorporated who drive our relentless pursuit of excellence. For 70 years, Linton Incorporated has delivered trusted steel solutions, breathing life into structures and projects that enrich the community. The toughest steel goes through the fiercest fires. Just like its founder, Lim Ka Thong, who overcame extraordinary challenges to survive and build a legacy, Linton also went through hard times before becoming a formidable force in the Philippine steel industry.
Actually, if we were to talk about Mr. Lim, we have to go back into history. He came here at the age of about 14. When China was invaded by Japan, he and his sister, my mother, they left for the Philippines. But being a 14-year-old boy, he also had to go to school, he also had to work. And he often told me that that's how he learned his tenacity, not being afraid of hardships, but just persevered.
Mr. Lim worked harder than ever before. When he had gotten back on his feet, saved some money, and mustered enough courage, he started Linton.
The company started with my father and my uncle, Mr. Lim. They started business in a one-room office and they did not have any employee. There's really no particular industries that they were in. They were just in trying to buy and sell. And so they decided maybe they should do steel importation. Then later on, they thought that if they imported steels to make GI sheets, in Tagalog they call it hierro, this was a very lucrative business. Everybody started with very, very small, they worked very hard, they saved money, and they just kept on working and plowing back their capital, at the same time looking into the future, looking into how to expand, how to build. My uncle used to tell me that if you don't move forward, you're moving backward. You always must move forward.
Driven by the values that Lim Ka Thong built Linton upon, the Lim family, together with a dedicated team behind Linton, grew the company into an industry leader, celebrated for its reliable and unmatched steel solutions.
Our founder, Mr. Lim Ka Thong, my dad, is really my inspiration. He left such big shoes for us to fill, which is very challenging. I have this burning desire to preserve and expand his legacy. We have 4 core values which always help us in maintaining our competitive edge in the industry. The first is quality and reliability. Our customers always expect us to deliver high-quality steel products, and we take this responsibility seriously. Number 2 is customer service. We made it our mission to understand our customers' unique needs and provide tailored solutions to their problems, which go beyond delivery of products. By providing personalized support, timely responses, and keeping our communication lines open, we have established ourselves as a reliable partner and not just as a supplier. Number 3 is agility and adaptability. And lastly, number 4, which is a cornerstone of my leadership philosophy, is the people first, which means that I firmly believe that our employees are the greatest asset of the company. By fostering a culture of motivation, trust, and respect, we ensure that they remain engaged and inspired.
Rooted in our values, we show strength, not just in the steel we manufacture, but in our expertise as an importer, wholesaler, retailer, and fabricator, and in our commitment to all who make it possible. It is the reputation we proudly stand on.
The other thing that I learned from my uncle, which is very, very important, is you have to be trustworthy. Whatever you promise people, you got to fulfill it.
I have been with RCBC since 1988, and during that time, Ambassador Yuchenko had already established relationships with Mr. Lim Ka Thong in 1965.
In my prior life, I was with the RCBC for 16 years. And Linton has been a customer of RCBC for about 60 years. Linton was founded by Mr. Lim Ka Thong. He was a pioneer in the steel business, very respected. He was a pillar in the business community. We trust Linton because of the competence and the integrity of the owners and the managers. They know their business, and they are the kind of customer that every bank wants to deal with.
We consider the relationship really a legacy, a very important relationship because it continued with the children. The children developed other businesses. We in RCBC still became their bankers.
Well, we've had the relationship with Linton since 1993, and we've seen the evolution of the company into becoming one of the biggest, the top corporations in the country. I think reliability as a customer is important for us. It's their values of innovativeness, integrity, service to the client that endears them to both customers and suppliers, and of course the banks. Those are the same values that we adhere to.
They have been able to establish many businesses. They kept the family together and working in unity.
It is rare for family companies to survive that long, and I'm confident that you will be around for the 100th year.
Just as we nurture partnerships with suppliers and clients, we deeply value our impact on the lives of our dedicated workforce, fostering a culture of respect, loyalty, and camaraderie over the years.
Nagsimula ako in my 20s and now in my senior years, I still enjoy working here at Linton. They are very approachable and helpful to us. Napaka-rewarding itong trabaho para sa akin. Ang Linton ay kapamilya ko na.
Ako po ay nagsimula bilang security guard noong 1978. Maligaya ako at ang aking pinaglilingkuran ay napakabait. Hindi sila nagpapabaya sa isang empleyado. Hindi ko mapag-aaral yung aking mga anak kung hindi dahil sa Linton Incorporated. Hanggang malakas ako, dito pa rin ako magtatrabaho, dito pa rin ako sa Linton.
Nakatulong po sa ang Linton. Dito po ako nakakuha po ng pagpapatayo ko po ng bahay sa probinsya. Sa mga boss, hindi naman po sila kukulang sa amin, kaya kami nagpapasalamat din po sa kanila.
Ang Linton talaga is my partner in life. I able to raise my family of 6 and watching my 4 lovely children graduated from college. Linton is a great help, not only to me, but extended to my clients, to my family, and to the rest of my loved ones back in the province. How I wish I could stay here more years since I am a senior now.
Ang naalala ko na natutunan ko dito sa Linton Incorporated is yung respeto sa coworkers mo, yung sa mga management, and appreciation. Kahit na maliit na bagay na nagawa mo para sa kumpanya is na-appreciate nila. Then, nire-respeto ka nila in terms na pag may gusto kang ipaliwanag, pinapakinggan nila yung side mo para ma-resolve yung problem kung sakaling may kailangan i-resolve na problema sa kumpanya. Nagpapasalamat po kami na nakapag-give back po kami sa aming mga pamilya sa tulong po ng kumpanya. Hanggat kailangan ako ng company, willing akong ibigay yung service ko para sa kanya.
Malaki po na bago sa akin. Kasi po dati po, nagsa-sidecar lang po ako sa Sampaloc. May kapitbahay po ako na siguro naawa sa akin. Lagi ko siyang sinasakay sa sidecar. Inopera niya ako na sabi niya, pasok ka dito sa opisina, maganda to. Kung di dahil sa kanila, siguro baka palaboy-laboy na ako. Tsaka hindi ko mapagpatapos yung gusto kong mapatapos na pamangkin ko. Maraming salamat mo sa kabutihan niyo sa akin. Hanggat malakas ako, siguro kaya-stay ako dito. At handa ko po kayong pagsilbihan ng tapat.
Linton is where I belong.
Like steel underpinning the sturdiest structures, Linton is lifted by its people. That's why our priority is to be their unwavering support at work, in life, and in their future growth.
Linton fosters a safe and more inclusive work environment which allows its employees to perform at their best, given their talents, potential, and experiences supported and encouraged rather than judged. And this is what sets Linton apart from other companies, as we are not scared to discover and train our own talents.
With the broad vision and kind heart of our founder Lim Ka Thong as our guide, we measure success by the positive impact we make, not only for our clients and employees, but for our society as a whole.
Mr. Lim Ka Thong, or our founder, was a strong believer of education. He believed that education was the way for people to succeed and to rise above poverty. He actually was aboard in Tiongse Academy for decades, and he heavily donated to it regularly. And from what I remember, other schools like Ika, Xavier, Chiang Kai-shek were also recipients of his generosity. And Mr. Lim Ka Thong never forgot to look back on his roots. From Xiamen, China, where he was from, he also donated a school building to Xiamen Normal College. It was a building to educate teachers. He named it after his father, Lim Hi Hian Building, and it eventually became a school for electrical engineers. And continuing on to his legacy of education, after his death, the family donated the Lim Ka Thong Maker Space in the University of the Philippines Manila Medical Arts Building. This was the new home for UP's Surgical Innovation and Biotechnology Laboratory, or CIBOL, where professors, teachers, and students alike would do experimental projects for new products and new patents for the advancement of the medical field. During the COVID-19 pandemic, it was a difficult time for all businesses, including Linton. And without question, it was the company's policy that no employee would get laid off, whatever the circumstances. And whoever needed help was given the help that they needed. We also donated boxes of surgical masks and PPEs to many various hospitals. And we also built a community pantry near our property in Cainta, Rizal. Community engagement is very important to us because it was important to our founder, Mr. Lim Ka Thong, because he believed that the true measure of success is not only by financial achievements, but by the positive impact that we can create to society. So this defines our legacy, and this underscores our responsibility to future generations.
Linton subsidiaries thrive across diverse sectors, evolving our vision while continuing our legacy of excellence, innovation, and commitment.
My vision for the group, each subsidiary to grow and expand in their particular industry, but at the same time, leaving a mark of excellence, integrity, reliability, and fairness, which is what my dad always espoused.
At Linton, we don't just keep up with the times, we break new ground. After all, we're not just shaping steel, we're shaping the future of the industry and the nation. With Lim Ka Thong's 7 children at the helm of Linton, and the 3rd generation in tow, anything is possible.
So given the stories of how my grandfather started his whole business journey, the value that I hold most dear that I got from him was not just working hard, but working smart as well. So I practice these by always looking for ways to more efficiently run the company, and also looking for ways to have our employees more efficiently do their jobs.
The value that my uncle taught me was a clear mind so that I can have foresight. As I talk with clients, we make sure that we get the requirements properly so that we can deliver and become dependable.
My uncle's grit, his passion, and his perseverance, I think that's what we all should have, because passion without perseverance, you won't last. But combining both, you'll get the mental toughness to succeed in the long run for whatever challenge and whatever adversity may come your way.
My hope is that in the next 70 years, the third and fourth generations will still be active in managing Linton and preserving my dad's legacy and even expanding it. Linton has some definite plans already to expand. For one, we'll be putting up a 300-room hotel somewhere in Manila. And hopefully this will be the first of many branches all over the Philippines. And in the Linton side of the business, we plan to put up a warehouse and service center facility somewhere in Bulacan. We have already acquired the land, and this will be used to service our customers up in the north. And aside from that, we'll be putting up warehouse complexes for lease somewhere in the north, the south, and in the east. I think this will keep us busy for the next 5 years.
I envision our company not just surpassing 70 years, but continuing to shape the nation's future, leading innovation and setting new standards, and becoming the undeniable force in our industry.
Of course, there's always that outlook of growth. Well, we want to keep growing the company, and in 10 years, maybe hopefully we've grown it like maybe 30% more. More than that, one of the things that I like about having this company is the impact we can have on a lot of people's lives. Hopefully in 10 years, we can expand that footprint tenfold, not just in education, but maybe perhaps in other causes that will help develop Philippine society.
What I actually find very admirable about my Angkong is that when he started this all, he actually already had a vision that what he should start should actually be not just for himself, but for the next generation and for the next and the next generations. Grandfather, or Angkong as I call him, is no longer here, but his legacy can live on, and that's only what we can do, the least that we can do. It's very important to me because without what he did, without my Angkong, I don't think I'd be here. I wouldn't enjoy life the way I do right now, and we wouldn't be able to touch lives and build lives the way that Linton does today. If we just remember how he persevered, all the hard work he poured in, and if we take that into heart and continue what he started, then I think it's more than enough for us to continue Linton, to build Linton, and to touch more lives.
I would like to congratulate the family of Lim Ka Thong. We congratulate them on their 70th year.
Congratulations on your 70th anniversary.
Congratulations. Not too many companies last 70 years, and I hope that you continue forward over the next few generations.
And I hope my dad, the founder, will be proud of us. He'll be smiling up there.
The toughness of our steel is only rivaled by the resolve and the heart of our people. This is our essence. From a two-man company in a small rented room, Linton has now grown into a group of 10 companies with over 500 dedicated employees. United by our passion and your trust since 1954, we're ready to write our next chapter with you by our side. Here's to 70 years of unfaltering drive and unwavering service, and to another 70 years of forging our success together. Linton Incorporated, building lives 70 years strong.